going, guys? This is Almost Expert Wrestling as usual.
Yeah.
Yes, Kyle approves. And today we're talking about, as you see in the title of the video that you just clicked on, we were talking about Kurt Angle.
You suck.
Yeah. um, of course, the Olympian. And of course, he was in WWE obviously for years. Back.
The Jack Swagger ripoff.
Yeah, yeah, he's a ripoff of Jack Swagger. You're right, Kyle. You really are right. Um, but anyway, yes, obviously had his time in WWE back in 1999 through like.
Hi, how are y'all?
This is unscripted, ladies and gentlemen. Through like 2006 it was, and then went on to TNA, obviously, and his TNA contract recently expired. Okay, and
Good one.
But anyway, oh my goodness. Anyway, his contract recently expired with TNA. We touched on that in the. I know we did in a recent video. We talked about Kurt Angle, I believe, for like a brief minute or something.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
And a half.
But now we're talking about it for a couple of minutes.
Or hours.
Yeah, or hours. We're not sure yet.
Marathon.
If you keep talking.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, so Kyle, it's time to get serious. What do you think? Do you think that we'll see Kurt Angle back in the WWE once again, soon, ever, when? Now, ever, when?
Uh, um, no. I think it'll be a while before he does return. I believe, I heard a report, I think it was on Wrestling Inc. .com, that he has been questioning and going to both Vince McMahon and Triple H about coming back to WWE. He said that he wants to work with Daniel Bryan. So he's asked. Kurt Angle really wants to. I mean, he's went out on podcasts, he's went out on interviews, and he's expressed interest in coming to WWE. But the thing is, with coming to a major company like WWE, you know, you have to have mutual agreement. You have to have an agreement with both the company and, of course, the superstar coming over. I mean, if Kurt Angle's willing to come over, that doesn't mean he just gets to come over. You know, if I want to go to WWE, but I'm not going to be able to go there, even though, I mean, that's a bad example, but anybody can want to go to WWE, even if you are Kurt Angle, like this great wrestler who's been wrestling since like 1999, was a big Olympic star, but he is 46 years old. He's up there in age. He's been wrestling for a while, and the real reason he was released from WWE is because he had a lot of health issues. And then he went on to have a great, really kind of second chapter of his career in TNA. So that's the question. Will WWE want to bring back Kurt Angle, even though he has a lot of injury problems? You know, he had a lot of drug problems. He had a lot of alcohol problems. Had all that issues. WWE has bumped up their policy on all that, and you have to take a really, really tough test now, like to get into WWE. Like, have to take like all that. You have to pass a bunch of physicals and stuff. So that's the question. I mean, I would like to see Kurt Angle back. I mean, maybe not in a wrestling role. Maybe more of a maybe like a backstage role. Maybe like kind of how Finley and Jamie Noble are like backstage agents. That would be pretty cool. But I mean, I would love to see Kurt Angle wrestle guys like Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, guys that he really didn't get to wrestle when he was around, because a lot of them really aren't around anymore. So I'd like to see Angle back, but I just don't feel like it's going to happen soon. Maybe if he takes a year off from wrestling, maybe if he recovers from all these injuries, come back next year, have a big WrestleMania match, and put him in the Hall of Fame. And he's already a deserving Hall of Famer. I think he's like a 4 or 5. He's won about 4 or 5 championships, major championships in WWE. I think he's like a world champion, a WWE champion, multiple times, European champion, or continental champion, and tag team champion quite a few times as well. So Angle's had a career in WWE, even though it was short, and he had a lot of championships in TNA as well. So I'd love to see Angle back wrestling in WWE. Maybe soon, or maybe he'll like have like a different type of role, like a GM backstage role, a commentator, something like that. Maybe a trainer up at the fitness center, the NXT center or performance center that the NXT guys train at. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully we do get to see him back. My might be a matter of time though. So what do you think, JoJo? Do you agree, or do you think that Angle will be back soon? So what are you gonna go with?
I'm gonna say that it's not gonna be really soon, but I think we'll definitely see him, kind of like what you're saying, but maybe like a, I'm gonna say at least like around WrestleMania next year is the earliest we could see him. Like I don't see him just randomly showing up, and being signed suddenly and all that, but um, I don't think he's gonna be in a wrestling role. Kind of what you said as well. Um, like you pretty much stole the words out of my mouth. No, I think that we could see him as like a GM, and most likely, um, you touched on this, but I think most likely, as having some role in NXT, because I mean, Kurt Angle for years was like one of the best technical wrestlers, kind of like what we see out of Cesaro nowadays, kind of technical, like I don't know, like he's not just like running around and clotheslining, like pure throwing around kind of stuff. And I think that he can really help people out in NXT. I think I think he's just his age is up there, like you said. Beat up over the years of him wrestling. I just don't see him coming back competing with superstars of today. And I mean, this is the guy that pretty much was the face of most of the advertisements in TNA for years, and I know that has nothing to do with it, but I'm just adding that in there. I just think that they can WWE can take that and kind of make him. Uh, if they were to get him back, it would bring some attention. Definitely, some of the older fans who kind of left for the when the PG era came. They're like, oh, he's having some kind of role. Okay, let's check it out. I think that yes, a GM possibility and NXT are probably the two biggest possibilities out of all of them. But definitely, I think NXT would be the best fit for him to train some guys, along with Bill DeMott in the Performance Center. I think that he can really help some people out. And yep, there you have it. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I 100% agree that he would do well down there, especially considering, in my opinion, Kurt Angle was probably one of the best wrestlers of the Attitude Era, even though he kind of came. I mean, he came around '99, and he was.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was one of my favorites. I like Kurt Angle. I feel like Kurt Angle had a bigger effect on me than Stone Cold and The Rock did. I mean, I always like Stone. When you think of Attitude Era, you think of Stone Cold, Rock, Triple H, all them guys. I just always feel like Kurt Angle was a lot better than them wrestling wise. I mean, I used to love the Angle and Stone Cold matches. They used to have a lot of fun stuff. Angle Rock even had some matches. Kurt Angle Triple H had a lot of fun matches. I
Mm-hmm.
remember when Kurt Angle like kissed Stephanie McMahon and they were all buddy buddy. So maybe they could bring that back up if he returns or something. I mean, there's a lot of possible feuds for Kurt Angle to be in if he would return in a uh, way, like be a full time wrestler, part time wrestler. I mean, that's all we need is one more part timer. But I don't know. I mean, I agree, and I feel like that being a NXT trainer, like you said, Bill DeMott is doing down there, and I believe we have a ton of other trainers down there too. I think Rob Conway, another former wrestler, got offered a training job and declined it. So maybe Kurt Angle could come down and do that, or maybe like he could kind of do a make like he could debut on NXT programming. He could like kind of do what William Regal and Dean Ambrose did. I don't know if anybody really remembers that, but I think William Regal was a commentator in NXT,
Mm-hmm.
and like he had a feud with Dean Ambrose. So maybe we could see like Kurt Angle like mentor or like be like a manager of some sort of NXT guy, and the NXT star turns heel on him, or
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle turns heel on him, and he has some great matches down there with an NXT superstar, because that's happened before. WWE guys have won against NXT guys. I mean, look at Cesaro and Sami Zayn, and then you got William Regal and Ambrose. So there could be a lot of fun stuff going on. There's like so many possibilities that we can come up with, but we don't know if it's going to actually happen. You know, we have to wait. Well, I mean, once he's signed by the company, we can, really start predicting. But right now, we as right now, Triple H has not done anything. I mean, Kurt Angle's he's on the market. You know, he's a free agent. He's not signed to a major company. I don't even know if he's doing indie wrestling right now, what he's really doing. But he had a good run at TNA, he had a good run at WWE back in the day, and I would love to see him wrestle at least one or two more matches and be in the company involved again. And it was a great name. It's been a long, long time. I really wasn't able to watch Kurt Angle every week too. Like I remember all of his storylines and stuff. Like I remember his
Mm-hmm.
stuff with Eddie Guerrero. I remember his stuff with Rey Mysterio and Benoit and Jericho, and like I said, Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock. You know, I think he had some stuff with Taker, Batista. He had a bunch of fun stuff. So I would like to like see more of that because I remember it, but I don't remember it like 100%. So let's see Kurt Angle back soon, I hope, and it's only a matter of time, hopefully. So that's really all I have to say. I made it clear I want him back, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself here, but can't wait. So, and do you have anything else to add? I mean, anything that we missed?
Nothing really. I mean, obviously he's put out there that he's interested in coming back. We'll just have to see in due time whether they want him back, actually. And one more thing to touch on really quick. I was thinking about while you're talking. I mean, they could bring him back in a wrestling role, limited. Like he can just not be like a part timer, but just have one more match, like maybe at WrestleMania or something like that, against like a young star, and then put that person over, maybe. Or you can face, who knows, like Sting. I don't know. Well,
And any names? Any names would, like you said, put over a young star? Like, do you have any potential names? I mean, I said a couple earlier, like Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, guys he never faced before. Would you want it to be somebody he's gotten in the ring before, like somebody like Randy Orton, or do you want it to be like against a young star or against like a like what do you think he should do?
well, way to put me on the spot. But no, there's a couple names I can think of. Probably like what you said, Daniel Bryan. I think that would be actually excellent. But that would be an excellent match. Even though he's up there in age, Kurt Angle being. I think that possibly we could see. I've put out there that I'm a big fan of him. If you haven't seen my tweets at Almost Wrestling on Twitter, that I'm a big fan of Cesaro, so I would love to see that match because Cesaro reminds me of Kurt Angle a little bit. Obviously not patriotically, but the way he's in the ring, like I mentioned earlier, I think that could be a good match. And obviously, I'm a big fan of Cesaro being put over by someone, so that could work. I mean, there are a bunch of names. Maybe Roman Reigns, but I don't. I think he's gonna.
Bro,
He's probably gonna get a world title shot at WrestleMania.
I
So
mean, yeah, I like those two names. You said Cesaro and Bryan. I like those couple names. I mean, I was just like thinking, like, I think that anybody Kurt Angle's really in the ring with could be a good feud. You know, Angle could either come back as the nasty, ruthless heel that he was in TNA at a point, or he could come back as like the All-American Kurt Angle, which he did a lot in WWE. I mean, I don't think he really got the. I don't think he had the same music on TNA, so maybe he can use the same music, but come back as the Patriot guy he was. I mean, Rusev has been something that a lot of people have been bringing up since
yeah,
Rusev is this like anti-American. You could get like the biggest American of all, and then you got of course you could have like a Jack Swagger feud, like feuding who's the bigger American. I mean, that'd be pretty interesting. There's a ton of possibilities. You know, you could feud with a like another legend. Like one matchup that I always thought would be cool, which was WrestleMania 19. Um, main event 11 years ago. Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar. Could they have one more match? Brock Lesnar has changed so much as a wrestler now, so that could be cool. This, like
yeah,
I said, there's like hundreds and hundreds of matchups that I could write down for Angle of superstars that he could face. That's not even in WWE right now. Could be in WWE in the past. Maybe CM Punk. That would have been a great match to have too. We never seen them two go at it, but
yeah.
so many possibilities. I mean, Angle could face anybody, and I would be happy. I mean, everybody except John Cena, but yeah, that's it. Or even Murray.
Yeah. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. But anyway, I mean we touched on everything here pretty much now. Advertisement time, I guess. Um,
I mean, yeah, like guys. I mean, be sure to freaking if we missed anything, let us know. But we pretty much covered everything. Angle wants to come back to the company. We want him back. We've named the roles that he wants to be in, that we want him to be in, and superstars he could potentially face. I think we covered it. I think we love Kurt Angle, but Kurt, we have to stop talking about you, man. I said the name Kurt Angle about 500 times in this whole
Yes, you
freaking
have.
video, so let's just end it out, guys. It was a good video. Come on.
Shut up. But anyway, yes, it was.
Boo! You shut up.
No, I wasn't talking to you. But anyway.
He was a bad manager.
Go check out our Paul Heyman argument. Never mind.
You look like a girl.
No, show yourself in these videos. Why don't you do that?
Dude, I broke the camera.
Okay. Yeah, I know why. But anyway, thank you all for watching so much, and I'm not just saying that to say that. We really thank you so much for watching. Of course, like the video.
Yeah, all two of you.
You're not supposed to mention that, but hope we get more of that. But yes, thank you all for watching.
All
Like
100 of you, thank you.
like the video if you enjoyed it, and of course comment below whatever you maybe discuss what your thoughts on Kurt Angle, what you think what is going to happen to him. Maybe tweet to me and follow me at Almost Wrestling on Twitter.
Wrestling.
No, it's not Almost Expert Wrestling. It's just Almost Wrestling. I couldn't fit it all in there.
Almost Wrestling, guys. We're the Almost Wrestlers. Woo!
Yes, but yes.
You think his name is actually Almost Wrestling? His name's actually Joe E. Danger.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
My name is Michael Dennis, and I approve this message.
Anyway, this video is going long overdue, but,
Sasha Banks is hot.
okay. Yes, comment below what your thoughts are on him, and then follow me at Almost Wrestling on Twitter. Tweet to me, maybe, your thoughts on Kurt Angle. I'll retweet it.
Guys.
Yeah, tweet to me. Why not? Or over at his Twitter account, which is
At nerdy at My Little Pony 22.
oh
I'm just kidding. It's actually at Kyle Smith WWE, but you guys can follow at My Little Pony 22. I don't even know if that's a real Twitter account.
it might be. Go ahead and follow
So
him.
if they have like 12 followers now, and like next week they have 512.
Yeah,
They
see?
can gain 500. They can give me credit, and I can get money. So follow at My Little Pony 22.
Yes, do it. Do that.
They have a bunch of good. What'd you just say?
I just said do it. Yeah.
Yeah, just follow that too. But my Twitter account that you please will follow, that one's just like a bonus. At Kyle Smith WWE, guys. I do fun stuff on that. I tweet all the time. I tweet about cocaine and candy cane. That is being the cane angle, so that's a lot of fun. And I also tweet about what else do I tweet about? I tweet about chicken, right? Chicken,
Yes.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
and tacos and Slurpees and no, you guys don't even know. Wait, never mind. You guys do. And yeah, I tweet about a bunch of stuff. I mean, just do that at Kyle Smith WWE, and like he said, tweet to us about your thoughts about Kurt Angle, and be sure to do all that and comment on the video, and Joe, back to you.
Yeah, and of course go to the website if you want. Almost Expert Wrestling.
Can I say it? It's almostexpertwrestling.www.weebly.w.com. Thank you.
There you have it. It's in the description. Yes, thank you all, and until next time.
Frag out.
Yes, this is AEW Frag Out.